Welcome to ACC Basketball, presented by Ally, inside of Conte Forum. Just 10 days away from the start of the ACC tournament in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's a rematch of same two teams that met just 1 month ago in Louisville. You want to get the double bye, you punch your ticket automatically to the quarters, and that's a big deal.
An extra day of rest, not playing a game, means all the difference in the world. When you are in a conference like ACC, we talked about, good from top to bottom, physical and fast. Yeah, you want that extra day of rest. And Louisville, a team that is so used to succeeding in the postseason, finds themselves fighting for that top 4 seed.
Eagles control the opening tip. We are underway in Chestnut Hill. And the starting five for the Eagles, dealing with injuries, but we told you about Mayer, second the ACC in dimes, almost 7 per game, trailing only Olivia Miles. And the Eagles did challenge Louisville in that first matchup. How about Mayer on cue from downtown?
Yeah, not surprised. This is going to be the way for Boston College to win this game today. I think behind the three has got to be kind to them. And Louisville, like I said, I think they've got some inside advantages along with Van Lith. On the outside, Cochran, number 44, keep your eye on her, as well as number 2, Nyla Harris.
And leading rebounder for the Cards, Olivia Cochran, a junior out of Columbus, Georgia. 5 on the shot clock, deep 3 off the mark. Oh no, off the mark with that one, and here comes BC. The spin no good by Todd, tapped out back to the Cards. One of 2, check that, 4 Final Four appearances since 2009, but 2 appearances in that title game, Brooke. They want to get back.
And Jeff Walz, he knows how to win. He knows how to change strategies mid-game, even mid-possession sometimes. And this has been throughout, covering Louisville for so long, watching sometimes the defense change 2 or 3 passes in. It is so hard to prepare for Louisville. That's what you're going to face now this year. What they're trying to get is offensive consistency from everyone outside of Van Lith, I should say. And that's a nice shot for Harris that banks in.
Gak Dang, a little high-low action, and the baseline cut, an offensive foul. Lacey, the guilty party.
That wants to shine late here, and that is a terrific job by Cochran. Help side was there, and yeah, shoulders down. You got to be able to just stop and pop. Sometimes you can get so craving that layup, that point-blank layup. Just pull up, as Van Lith says, I'll pull up. I got 3 for you.
Cards grab their first lead. Hailey Van Lith had 24 in the first meeting. The difference in that one. Gak Dang down low, had position, but too strong.
And I tell you, I got Arike Agumbawale vibes. I know you had mentioned the same thing. That shot on that right corner, but what did it for me was the leg kick, and it was like a horse shot. I tweeted, it's Van Lith getting lit here early on the Sunday at Boston College. Her second 3. And boy, yeah, that shot from Olivia Miles was like too cool for school. I can't even explain it.
Eagles going cold. Lacey off the mark. Morgan Jones the board. 6 on the board already for Hailey Van Lith, 3rd leading scorer in the conference. The runner no good by Jones. The putback is good by Dixon.
Both teams enjoy pace, and I love the way that Louisville is moving in this game, offensively and defensively. They're on their toes. Nobody is standing still. And Van Lith really engaged. There's a lot of activity trying to get deflections. Good help side. There's just a complete package. There's more good help side. Dixon that time with the rejection.
Block.
In front of some old Notre Dame teammates as well. Everybody there to support it was hype inside. And look how it's paying off as well. Not only does she hit game winners, she leads the league in assists. And just as you mentioned, it is one of the best passers, I think, of all time in this game.
One of the best passers I've ever seen. Mayer, of course, for BC, 2nd in the league, trailing only Miles in dropping dimes. And that'll stop a 10-0 burst by the Cards.
Van Lith's been fired up so far. It's rare misses, and we'll probably see from her today.
First miss from deep. She'll get it back in a fresh 20. Cards back to work. Mid-range is there. Mykasa Robinson.
And I like when Robinson looks for her shot as well. She's a definitely pass first and such a powerful player. With that quick release, I'd love to see her pop more into that paint and try to demand the ball.
Off the skip pass, check out the ball movement. The rotation is there. The 3 is there for Daly. Here comes Van Lith, and she traveled before getting that shot off. Never released it.
Because she handles the ball quite a bit, she's going to turn the ball over some. And as Jeff Walz has shared with us, and you can just watch it on film, sometimes she can over-dribble or just get herself into a tough place. And just see another great pass from Boston College. That's how you get it done. So what my point is, the more that Louisville can pass around the ball and look for a great shot and not try to force something, the better off they'll be. They have a lot of scores.
Approaching a minute to go. Fast-paced first quarter, one-possession game. Cards led by as many as 7 early. Boston College has rallied. Mid-range is short. Dixon off the mark. We'll stay with it. And now 4 opportunities on this one possession. Van Lith, yes. And a foul inside. Free throws coming.
These little ones can help add up to the end, because if you remember last time, it was a slow start for them, and they were trying to catch up the rest of the game.
And the Cards, that's up first at 6, followed by NC State and Duke. Matchup that has all kinds of cachet at 8. That last foul called on Dixon. Daly off the mark at the line. And our first quarter comes to a close. In a 4-point game between the Cards and the Eagles. Off the miss, here comes Louisville.
Gacting now positioning herself inside there instead. Willing to take the free throw shot, and Louisville's going to give her that every time. She's much more dangerous around the post. However, she can put the ball on the floor. As Daly gets ahead, this is where they could shine as well. Just love her game, y'all. Keep her in mind.
Do you like what you've seen so far from Hailey Van Lith with the 8 first quarter points and the 2 early threes?
Yes, I do, because those were all shots that were right timing, good situation to take. She's moving well without the ball, and she's creating for her teammates. You know, there's times where you feel like Hailey Van Lith maybe thinks she's got to take it all on herself, and in this game, I definitely don't feel like that's happening.
Good look inside, and an easy bucket for Van Timmeren.
She's clapping for the ball. She wants it.
Good look inside. Instead, the foul called on the penetration. Cochran at the stripe, 61% this season. The ACC highlights, news, and notes, and also Syracuse and Clemson coming up Wednesday in a critical matchup in the league. 2 teams on the bubble. Gacting, a wide open path, the left-handed finish.
Yeah, Gacting, good screen and roll. Perhaps got away with a step, but either way has read the screen and rolls well today. Look, they're looking to either hedge it really hard, get that double team. Gacting slips it. A good step through. I'm watching it back. Looked like a legit move there, and finished on the left side.
Thank you. That's right. This crew's been very talkative in terms of steps this morning in identifying potential traveling violations that have or have not been called. Lacey gives Boston College a lead back.
Now, that was the first one that I introduced, so I'm not going to take all of that. You're saying
our trusted producer, Michael Baker, identified perhaps that Olivia Miles took an additional step on that game winner. I'm just saying. Tied up, Robinson, the mid-range. The answer is yes.
She's got such quick feet, you know, it already happened. You can't go back.
I mean, if you slow it down, and maybe we need to go back and revisit that, and Louisville fans would be interested. If you slow it down.
They don't want to relive that. It doesn't matter. You can't change the call.
We're not getting any thank you notes from Neil Ivey right now, but that's another story for another day.
You're just causing problems throughout the league. I'm just going to lay you. This was all Roy's business today, you guys.
It's a tough play. It's a tough play to officiate. Make no mistake about it.
I could not do it. I know that. It's a temperament I don't have.
If I could underscore that with 3 red lines, I would. Offensive
what a great
foul.
defensive play. Well, you're susceptible to charges when you keep your head down like that, and that's the second time that we've seen, I think, Lacey drive, and a Louisville defender sliding over to help brilliantly. There's Harris. Textbook charge. Yeah, absolutely. Now, Did she have a shot before that? Absolutely as well. So that's the next level in her game as Gaktang gets her first block. She's trying to keep the ball in bounds after the block.
It's so hard to do. That really is an underrated, not talked about enough skill set.
Agreed. Because your instinct is to want to throw it into the 5th row. That's what you want to do.
Harrison active start, sends it outside, an open 3. Down it goes. Kristlyn Carr.
Carr's so confident when she gets that ball.
Zama off the mark. Louisville in transition. Great dump off to Harris. And a patient finish inside. Eight 0 run for the Cardinals. Now lead it by 6. Van Timmeren. Stepping out.
The cream color, as we mentioned, it's an homage to the cream of the planet. It's a cultural term referring to Africa's abundance of natural resources. The cream refers to diamonds, gold, platinum, ivory, natural gas, uranium, copper, cobalt, and cocoa beans. Africa is the wealthiest continent when it comes to Earth's natural resources, and the uniforms are about continuing to tear down obstacles to build something beautiful in our communities, our nation, in our world, and also about acknowledging and respecting Black leaders and influencers of the past and giving them their flowers while they're here. And I have to say, the trim on the side with the floral Adidas, like, you guys hit it. Perfection. Roy and I would not mind a little pair of shorts or a little jersey to rock over the summer if you got some extras.
Talk to me. Harris inside gives Louisville an 8-point advantage. 6 minutes into our second quarter, and the Cards starting to flex on the road, Brooke.
Yeah, the Cards are really starting to show why they're a seasoned team, why they're a team that always makes deep runs in the tournament. They're good on the boards, they're solid defensively, and they're starting to put pieces together offensively. They're becoming a team that is looking for the best shot and not just relying on one superstar to get them there.
Mykasa Robinson keeping the dribble alive. 10-0 run for the last 3.5 minutes. Mid-range make it 12-0. Dixon connects. Merrill race to track it down, a left-handed layup, and that'll stop the 12-0 run.
So now you got to look at Boston College and their young group. Do they have the legs? You know they have the spirit in the fight to compete with Louisville. Are they going to have the legs and the length to get there?
Van Lith, in and out. Offensive rebound up and in by Dixon.
We're both strong and versatile post players, but Louisville's just got, more size, more depth.
Good look inside, better defense by Dixon. She's got 7.6 boards and a couple of rejections already. Mayer banks it in from deep.
Never panicking.
And Van Lith with a path and a foul. Right here on ACC Network and the ESPN app. I wonder if that's my man Drew Carter doing some of that lacrosse coverage. He's a big lax guy. I can see him doing some of that.
I could see Hailey Van Lith being a good lacrosse player.
There we go. I can see that. And it was Dixon picked up her second. Three from the corner. That would have been big. Van Lith taps it right back to the Eagles. Mayer for three. Yes, big shot.
Roy, Taina Mayer has 4 assists in this game and is 4 of 7 from the floor with 10 points. The freshman will lead you. 13 points, I should say.
Shot clock is off. Here comes Hailey Van Lith. She'll give it up to Robinson. No. Still time. And our first half comes to a close. Mayer with 13 and 4, but the Cards an impressive 14 and 4 when leading at the break. Drew Carter, Ivory Latta. Hello on a Sunday.
So we're going to take a look and see what happened. As y'all can see, there was, as the coaches are doing okay and going to settle their team down, but you saw Carr and I believe to be Lacey maybe get into it, and I think those two had gotten into it over the jump ball. So good to see there's nothing more. You could feel this coming. Because I'm pretty sure also what happened was one of the Boston College players walked by to help her. So watch 4, right? Gets pushed down and then goes to help 2 up and then walks right by her, right? So she gives her the, hey, I'm gonna help you up, and then pulls it away, and then Carr takes exception to that. Todd pushed Carr. Okay, let's see that.
Here's a pleasantry coming.
She did. This,
okay, upon review, we have an intentional foul on 30 white and a taunting foul on red number 3. Both penalties will offset. We will start the second half with possession arrow towards BC.
There was a little bit of extracurricular activity. This with 1:18 to go. Chrislyn Carr and Tiana Todd getting involved in some conversations. And in fact, as we tossed it to our halftime update, Chrislyn Carr was issued a taunting foul, if you will, and Todd was given an intentional foul. So keep an eye on that budding rivalry between number 30 in white and number 3, Chrislyn Carr, for the Cards, currently on the bench in red.
And both players with a lot of pride and toughness and want to show that and flex it out there. And I mean, I certainly have no issue, with that. I'm glad it didn't get any dirtier than it got, and broken up. And the coaches were out there separating the two. So I'm sure, things got straightened out over the locker room at halftime. But man, fire, passion, and energy, and a little smack talking. I got no issue with that. A little extra forearm extension, not an elbow, but a forearm extension is okay with me too. She's not playing where she's forcing everything, and that's where Louisville's going to have their sweet spot.
Marika Kono, no. Mara rebound. Leads all scorers with 15, now in transition. How about the dime? Inside in the bucket by Lacey.
To find the inside open look, that's the 12th assist team-wise and the 5th for Mare.
Back to a one-possession game. Eagles start the second half off in strong fashion. 32-30. And the impressive thing about Mare is it's not only she's second in the league in assists, trailing only Olivia Miles, it's that she plays so many minutes. Like, she rarely gets a break. And as a first-year player, you expect her to hit that freshman wall. Cards back in his zone. Todd splits it. The runner. Just short. Stolen back by Todd. 1-on-3. No matter. And we're tied at 32.
Hold up. We had a Euro reverse and I think a finger roll, a little English, all in one play. Boy, the turnovers, they've been rare for Louisville today. Boy, that's just their 6th of the game. So a big turnaround from where they've been. What a play, though.
And the first points for Tiana Todd comes at an opportune time. Boston College trailed by as many as 10. We're now tied. 7:40 to go in the third.
Good show of sportsmanship from Gakdang to pick her up. And here's the turnover. Todd, picks it up, secures it, and that's not an easy shot to hit over Cochran, who has shown to be able to block a shot or two.
And then Boston College won the final 3 quarters. So I think there is a certain level of confidence here for the Eagles, especially playing at home in their final home game of 2023.
Yeah, you catching a Louisville team coming off a loss on the road here deep in the third quarter. And Coach Mack, I think, could really start to sense this opportunity for her players. Now it's about playing with poise and each possession get the best shot you can.
Said we're digging deep. Coach Mack this week for the lead. Down it goes for JoJo Lacey.
Remember, Coach Mack was talking to us, Roy, about playing with pace but not in a hurry as Robinson makes a nice move underneath, can't finish. This is it right here. You're playing with pace, but that's not a hurried pass. That's a brilliant pass inside. Oh, Louisville not able to really run their fast break. But to me, it's got to start defensively again for Louisville. Van Lith is definitely wanting to get them going. But Louisville, who usually scores a lot on their defense, needs to do that today.
Mayer will shoot 2 free throws. Your donation enables the Red Cross to respond to and help people recover from this disaster. Cardinals, Brooks, still scoreless in our second half.
They still have that feeling of their first matchup of, hey, we can still close this game out. They haven't had, knock on wood for them, they haven't had a bad quarter yet. And Louisville kind of scrape by. You see Boston College defense, right? I think the pressure at the guards is getting amped up. And so Louisville trying to find an interior pass is becoming harder to do.
Lead at 7. Mentioned the critical nature of this game. We showed you Charlie Cream's update on bracketology, the ACC standings. This one starts to matter a little bit more.
Oh, man. Any of these seeds, I guess, in my opinion, because we see ACC so much, it's not high enough. I mean, Miami was at a 9. They are so dangerous. They've beaten a lot of teams in this league and given people problems because of their quickness, how well they pass. The Cavender twins are just a nightmare.
The lid remains on this end of the floor. And a foul inside called against Boston College.
Take her spots. You lose a little size, but Coach Mack understands the importance of having her in, especially the fourth quarter about this time, the 3-minute mark. BC can keep their lead. Now they're really doing something. The zone, so active.
Cardinals have missed 12 straight shots. 12. That changes there. The left-handed runner is up and in by Russell. Open look, that's JoJo Lacey, this time an air ball. She made one from there earlier in the quarter. Carol Lawson, a number 9 Duke against Diamond Johnson. And the Wolfpack right here on ACC Network, also on the ESPN app. Van Lith, short. She's been off so far today. Eagles come away with the rebound.
Good transition defense by the Cardinals. You know, that's where Boston College has not been able to extend their lead, Roy, because even on those missed shots, we see an and 1. Whoa, how did that happen? As we see BC.
Love the reaction, love the emotion, love the veteran experience from a first-year player.
Yeah, you could look at Mayer, not know anything about what class she is, and I would probably put her at a junior. I mean, the way she's playing, she appears to be that way.
Her third 20-point game in her young career. Cardinals have work to do. They'll get it done with Dixon. Full court pressure now. They'll try to trap. And a timeout called by Coach Mack.
And their offense and their transition buckets. And Mayer, let's give her all the credit and the flowers today, because not only has she scored, she's created for her teammates. She's on the bench right now, probably for not very long.
Cardinals control it. Russell, who has a basket off the Louisville bench, 13 in red, has been active here at the end of the third quarter. Brooke Weisbrod, Roy Philpott, is Dixon inside, the lead down to 4.
Ooh, there's Robinson getting it going. Again, the hard drive, I should say, into the paint. Defense reacts, and they have to pass it. Now Louisville's press. With Gakdang and Mayer both out of the game, the Cardinals can make their run.
Dixon the block, coast to coast. There goes Russell, one possession game.
And you don't want to call timeout if you're Coach Mack. You just did, and the quarter's about to be over.
So an 8-point lead in the span of 60 seconds gets trimmed to 2. Todd at the free throw line, where she's 89% this year. We'll try to change that at the end of our third quarter. So Todd with 5, all of those coming here in the third frame. You wonder if they were going to try to go 2 for 1 for a minute. A little shake and bake, and Robinson, no. High low, the pass nearly intercepted. It'll stay with the Cardinals, 14 to shoot.
You gotta have active hands. I mean, the deflections, that's the reason they're counted on the sideline, is because they lead to steals. They lead to great defensive plays.
Speaking of great defense, Todd may have gotten a piece of that mid-range jumper. Carr was off the mark. Those two were going after it the entire first half. So advantage Todd with the shot clock off. Big possession. Mayer, Lacey, and Van Lith clipped her on the blow-by.
Showing her Zion Williamson getting away to the corner. Yeah, these are big ones. Obviously, with a 4-point game, everything's going to matter. That's a good job on Mayer to just reassure her. 0 for 3.
Well, the Cardinals maybe with momentum on their side starting the fourth, but trailing. Big game for the Cardinals considering where they currently sit, according to our friend Charlie Cream, and also in the ACC standings. And they have work to do to maintain their current spot in those standings in our fourth quarter. The mid-range jumper is there, and it's a one-possession affair. Shot clock winding down. Mayer's got to hurry. Gakdang corrals it. Got the shot off.
Russell came in there, looked like she blocked it.
She did. So Russell with the mid-range to start this quarter. And now the rejection as well, and another chance to tie it up for the Cardinals. Open path off glass. .44 apiece. And Russell continues fantastic work off the bench. She's got 8.
How about 8 points in just 10 minutes? Exactly the kind of punch Jeff Walz needed.
And a held possession.
8 points on 4 of 6 from the floor. And so Louisville, this is their time. It was a close game at Syracuse a few weeks ago. They started to pull away in the fourth quarter. The team that gets better as the game goes on, so BC's really going to have to fight to find their win.
Robinson inside, a brilliant bounce pass. Cardinals back in front. Dixon, another layup, and she now has 13. Gakdang with position, the pump fake. And the putback is up by Hailey Van Lith.
Not too many second chance points today. That's just the 6th for BC. We knew rebounds was going to be tough for Boston College. And Louisville +8, so not too bad.
Carr for 3, no. She's 1 for 6 from the floor. Stolen by Van Lith. Hailey Van Lith off glass.
So tough. Driving hard right, and she's left-handed, so still found a little strength to do that jab step, get back to the left side. And here come the Cards. Getting strong late. Another steal.
Cardinals by 4. Boy, this game has changed. The blink of an eye. Boston College had all the momentum in the world. Less than 2 to go in the third. An 8-point lead. That has really woken the Cardinals up. Todd, long mid-range.
That's what they needed. So many active hands, good help side.
Yes, she lost the handle, and now Louisville gives it right back. It has not been the afternoon that Chrislyn Carr hoped for. Well, we've seen inadvertent elbows. We've seen forearm push right before halftime. Wrestled away, and let's see a jump ball. It'll stay with BC.
Yeah, it looked like a little activity there, but that's twice Hailey Van Lith has said, I'm going to go up against Daly and challenge her pound for pound.
Gakdang kept it high and finishes strong. Think about the top 4 seeds clinching the double bye in Greensboro. Tournament starts in just 10 days. 2 point-blank opportunities. Cardinals can't connect. Russell finally does.
That was tough. An opportunity for BC off a close miss. You always say don't save the ball under your own basket. There were no other white shirts by the end line. So that's a growth moment for Mayer to say, okay, we got the transition covered. Let me get in here and fight for the rebound.
Todd missed the layup. Here comes Carr, 3-on-2. Russell was fouled, and free throws coming for 13 in red. Merissah Russell. That's at 7 o'clock Eastern right here on ACC Network, also on the ESPN app. A bubblicious matchup on the men's side. Van Lith tracks down the rebound. Cardinals by 3.
I think I go back right now to some missed free throws for BC. And plays like this, how many times have we seen Louisville save them?
Robinson, the save, Carr from downtown, and put a star by that one for Louisville. Layup's good, the left-hander. Think about her future with this program and what Coach Mack will bring back and hope to bring back next year.
She had a chance for a charge, and she's in the charge circle.
Well, if Louisville holds on here, 13 in red, a big reason why today. Brooke, you and I have had a chance to see some of the best teams in the ACC. We've seen teams positioned closer towards the bottom part of the standings. Big shot here by Lacey. No. Box out was there and finally tracked down by Robinson. See that on the
within 6. Say again?
I was going to say I see that on the Kelly Gramlich Twitter account. Van Lith out of the break, and Louisville leads it by 8.
Good help side from Van Lith.
Mayer, rebound cleared by Dixon, and Louisville in position. Don't forget we have Georgia Tech and Florida State as soon as we're done here at Conte Forum. Big afternoon of college basketball in the ACC. Robinson at the line. Mykasa, an 84% free throw shooter. Well, it felt like on both sides, but I really thought Merissah Russell was a big-time difference maker today, Brooke.
Yeah, she kind of broke that staleness that Louisville had in that third quarter. And, you know, it's a nice thing to have if you're Jeff Walz. You look down your bench and you say, I need somebody to go get me one, go get me two. And that's where she really stepped up. Russell did. And it seemed like the rest of the team followed.
Van Lith push. That time by JoJo Lacey, her fourth. It was part of the game plan for Coach Mack to try to limit her touches. And still 16 points on 6 of 17 from the floor.
You really have to get your sneakers on here because Miami's not going to slow down, and certainly that rematch with Notre Dame is going to be excellent. Must-see TV.
I think so. Boston College with one more conference game remaining, one game left at Wake Forest a week from today. It'll stay with the Eagles here in 17.7 left.
They've got some staying power at least to fight through a day or two in the tournament. We'll see.
Daly the rebound. She'll dribble it out. Come up short on the three. Time winding down. Eagles perhaps with one more gasp.
Yeah, they really did, and that's how you build a program. You win, whether it's ugly, whether it's tough. You've been on the road. You lost the game before. 20-win season. Rack it up. Another one for Jeff Walz and the Louisville Cardinals. 15 in his 16 seasons now, and colleagues exchange pleasantries at the conclusion of this one. 62-52, our final score. Louisville now 11-5 in the league, 20-9 overall, as BC falls to 14-16 and 4-13. Send you to the studio. Say hello again to Drew and Ivory.